Let's see how Odorizzi handles Devers this time.
First inning, Devers fell in the hole, 0-2, and then worked a walk. As they continue to try to work him up, and that misses for ball one. Odorizzi, after the walk, is allowed a hit, a strikeout, now another hit. Here comes a 1-0. Strike one.
Odorizzi, as a starter, tries to be sneaky quick, right? Location driven, little spin, little cut, little split, little movements to get the hitters off of his fastball when he's effective.
Hit down the line. It is gone for a grand slam. Second of the game for the Red Sox, and they lead 8-0 here in game two. First time that has ever happened in postseason history. One team has hit multiple grand slams in the same game, and it's happened in the first 2 innings. Remember when I said every postseason you see something that hasn't happened before? Well, we just saw it.
Just saw it here. And
Story's going to run, swing and a drive. This one's socked way out of here. Watch that one fly deep into the bleachers. And the Red Sox jump out in front on Kirby in Seattle, 2-0. That didn't take long.
Well, we mentioned last night, Rafael Devers seems to get up for it when the harder throwers come in the game. Obviously tonight, Kirby just a handful of pitches in, blew a 98-mile-an-hour fastball by Devers on the first pitch of the at-bat.
And here comes Rafael Devers, 279 last year, 38 home runs, drove in 113. And has blossomed in one of the great hitters in the game. Last year leading all third basemen in the majors in home runs, RBIs, and extra base hits.
Yeah, and took Cole deep 3 times last year.
And the first one to Devers. His first strike.
Yeah, fastball down Broadway right there. The 3 home runs came at Fenway Park off of Cole.
Yeah, the Red Sox hit him quite hard last year, hitting .302 off him at Fenway. High fly ball into right field, backing up his Judge all the way back, and kiss it goodbye. Rafael Devers right out of the chute. The Red Sox lead it 2-0 with a bomb to right field.
Here we go, right from the get-go. High fastball, and Devers loses it. This ball is up out of the strike zone. What a way to start the season. He's had a good spring. It continues. Look at this piece of cheese up top. See ya. No doubter, second tank. What a way to start the season.
Where's my checkbook? Wow.
He just stood there. Took him forever to get out.
would want this young man to go. Pretty big at bat right here.
And a pretty good hitter up there, Rafael Devers, who singled his first time. Attacks the first pitch, hits it a ton, straight away center field. Gone!
Be the last of the 9-run games for the Red Sox. Fly ball, well hit, right field deep. Santander, and there's another one into the stands for J.D. Martinez. His second home run today and his 4th of the season.
I mean, this is getting ridiculous. And a nice little pass at the ball the other way. It's, nice contact. The ball gets out of here.
The exception of a split finger, he has dominated every pitch and pretty good with runners in scoring position too.
Red Sox are 0 for their last 12 with runners on. J.D. Martinez can change that and put Boston on top. Guy who slugged .619 against right-handed breaking balls. Number 2 in baseball to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. What a chance for Boston here in the first.
Yeah, the only area he struggled this year has been away, the outer third of the plate. That's where you can get him out. I felt as a pitcher with the bases loaded, I always wanted the aggressive hitter, not this kind of hitter who's patient, won't expand the zone. You got to make pitches here.
Red Sox DH hits it in the air to right, back at the wall, it's gone. Grand slam, J.D. Martinez. And a forced spot in the first inning for the Red Sox in game 2.
Well, now that 0-2 situation to Devers looks even bigger, and that's, again, everyone forgot about that, but as a pitcher, you know that's what you can't allow to happen against a great offensive team, because the more runners that are on base, the more stress pitches you have to make, the harder it's going to be to navigate through this lineup. And you don't want to see guys in a cart.
Now when it's a Red Sox.
Drive down the right field line. That one hit it for the corner, and that ball's out of here. And the Red Sox go back to back as J.D. stays red hot, and the Red Sox lead it 4-0. His 3rd home run.
Boy, that is vintage J.D. Martinez opposite Johnson's here. How about this? This gets out of here quick and in a hurry, easy opposite way. Back-to-back opposites. Boy, he's on that fastball. You know, had problems with the fastball last year, didn't he? Fastball away, and he's been stinging it early in this season. Take another ride just to stay in shape.
I just think spring training means absolutely nothing to J.D. Martinez. You can't judge anything by what he does in the spring. 2 singles, 2 home runs. Verdugo's reaction on J.D.'s home run right after his.
Boy, this ballpark, you know, it's hard to keep the ball in the ballpark there. Opposite field, back.
Ball 1.
Yeah, and I know I mentioned this timing just seems a little off, even though he's hit 303. Everyone wanted to hit 300 in the postseason. But I would think that Greinke, if he gets ahead in the count, would definitely want to throw some breaking balls to Bogaerts.
There's a fly ball left. Just like that. Red Sox on top. He's got RBIs now.
He does. He went with the slider, and it was flat in the middle of the zone. Bogaerts had been a little late on some of the fastballs off of some of the other Astros pitchers, and the timing was perfect here. He's got a perfect swing. He's got a perfect style for this ballpark. And
2-1 pitch. Bogaerts sends a drive to center field and deep. Gardner turns around and watches it fly.
Another 3-2. High fly ball. He jumped all over it. Down the left field line into the corner. See you later. Xander Bogaerts for the second time this season with a grand slam, 6 for the Boston Reds. Been pretty darn good with the bases loaded, hitting .300 in his career with 1 grand slam. Betts at third, Benintendi at second, Martinez at first. High fly ball left field, way out of here. A grand slam for the X-Man. 6 RBIs already, and he's been up to the plate twice today.
And the location is everything. On the 3-1 count, this ball is right over the middle of the plate, and he drives it out of the ballpark for the grand slam. Then he got his pitch 3-2, and as you said, way out of here.
Crush job. And a 3-1. There's a high fly ball, left field deep. Winker back, turning. See you later. Hey, if you're going to get one at bat in a ball game, do.
Fly ball into right. Back at the wall. This game is tied. RBIs for Jackie Bradley Jr. this postseason, all with 2 out.
to say he's made the most of his hits is an understatement, and right there for that dugout, they're not surprised by what Jackie Bradley Jr. has been able to do this postseason. Wow.
Jackie Bradley Jr., who has walked twice, drew a walk off of James in the 4th inning. 7 2-out RBIs in the last 2 games for Jackie Bradley Jr. Bases loaded clearing double and a grand slam last night. And a high drive way back. Jackie Bradley Jr. sends it out of here, and Boston is back on top. A majestic home run for JBJ. How about 9 2-out RBIs in his last 3 games? And the Red Sox are in the lead.
Almost out of the inning with a great catch by Springer. He doesn't, and would not.
In his last start, went 4 innings, gave up 3 runs. High fly ball. That is deep. Backing up Rodriguez. Turning now. She's gone. Trevor Story will touch them all. That was high into the night and one of the deepest parts of Fenway. His 3rd home run of the season.
In the words of Trevor Story, let's go, baby. Gets a fastball, and he does not let that get by him. He does some damage out to center field for the 2-run homer to cut the deficit. Look at this. Beautiful swing. Checks out the dugout. Watch this. There it is. Get some love from the dugout. Oh, it's good numbers right there. We'll see right here if he goes back to his best pitch, the slider. But he's beating him. He's late on it. But as a hitter, too, you're all right with that. You're all right being late on that fastball, because if his number one pitch is that slider, you don't want to be too out in front.
Crowd jumping into it here. The 1-2 home. Oh, just got a piece of it. Had a pitch to hit, too.
For him, there's a half measure of success there, right? Because that's the pitch that he was swinging through behind, frankly, earlier this year. So he was close to on time there, but just a little frustrating to miss that one.
And what he's doing is he's staying back. He's staying back on his backside a little bit longer and staying a little taller. Whereas before, his front hip's moving forward, he's overstriding out, and that's where your bat lags. And especially a fastball up, you're going to be underneath it a lot.
1-2 pitch.
Go.
There's a shot. High toward the wall, and that ball is gone. It's a grand slam. Hey, have yourself a month, Trevor Story.
My goodness.
Wow. A grand slam. His 4th home run in 2 days, and 11 runs batted in.
Well, he fouled off those fastballs and finally got that